guys, happy Wednesday and welcome to Vlogmas. So today I'm going to do the Eyeshadow Junkie tag for you. My friend Stephanie over at Flourish XO tagged me. I will list Stephanie's video down below so that you can go see her answers as well. But I was really excited that she tagged me in this because I love eyeshadow. My thing is probably like eyeshadow more than anything else. You know how everybody has like their makeup thing? For me, I am a sucker for eyeshadow. Like, it's just, I love it. And it is probably the thing that I purchase the most of in terms of like makeup products. So I have everything, all the questions on my phone here. So this is what I'm going to be reading from. And I'm just going to jump right into it, so hopefully I can get through this pretty quickly. I will try to put links for everything down below if it's still available. So if you're curious, you can go check it out. Okay, so your favorite drugstore line for eyeshadows. Okay, this was pretty easy because honestly for me, it's probably going to be the Wet n Wild. Now, not all of their newer stuff, like some of like the newer trios that they've come out with have been quite as great as like more of their like originals when they first started reformulating their eyeshadow. But these guys here, like for example, this is the Brulee. I use this almost every single day. Like, I honestly can't remember a day in the last month where I haven't used this. I use this as a base for all of my eyeshadows. I always have backups of it. It's like 99 cents. It's amazing for the price. And Silent Treatment, this is definitely one of their trios that when this first came out, I was like, I love this and I've used it so much. And I just feel like, you know, like NYX is obviously really good too, but I really do think that for the extremely low price, the Wet n Wild shadows are like absolutely phenomenal. Like, they're even less expensive than the NYX products, and I want to say that they're on par, if not even slightly better than some of like the NYX eyeshadows that I've used. So Wet n Wild, you won me over there. Okay, favorite eyeshadow primer. Okay, it is, sorry, I still have mine in the box here. Right now I'm using the Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer, and I like that. It's a good eye primer, but my all-time favorite is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I love this. I purchased another one during the, it was either VIB or Friends and Family sale at Sephora, so I got it for 20% off, but I love this so much. This has always worked the best for me, hands down. Drugstore option, high-end option. It has always been the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Everybody kind of has their favorite when it comes to eyeshadow primers, but for me, this guy has definitely always won hands down. It doesn't make my eyes water. It helps my eyeshadow stay put. It lasts forever. I mean, this tube will probably last me through the vast majority of like 2016. I'm almost done with my Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer, so I'm just getting ready to like bust this out probably after New Year's, and I'm so excited to be using this again. Your first ever eyeshadow purchase, and do you still use it? So I was trying to think back to like way back in the day when I first started wearing makeup and buying it, and I couldn't really remember because I started purchasing makeup like when I would like babysit and like make money, and so I was like 13 years old. However, the eyeshadow that I definitely remember purchasing first is probably Satin Taupe by MAC. This has just always been one of those shadows that like I just remember like buying it for the first time and just falling in love with the color. This is not my original one. I've owned several since since my first purchase, but there's just something about this shadow that just looks beautiful with my green eyes. And when I used to do freelance, I used to use this on so many of my brides because it was just so pretty on so many different skin types and eye colors, not skin types, skin tones and eye colors. And it's honestly just one of my favorite shadows of all time, but it's the one that I very clearly remember purchasing for the first time and just falling in love with immediately. So your best drugstore eyeshadow dupe. So the shadow that I'm always trying to dupe, especially now, is Satin Taupe from MAC, because MAC is not cruelty-free, and I've been looking for drugstore options for quite some time. And the two that I've come closest with, I'm just putting a swatch of the Satin Taupe on my hand here, is the Catrice number 400, My First Copperware Party. These are the Absolute Eye colors. This is it's pretty close. I mean, I would say it's darn close. And where's the silent treatment? There it is. Okay, the silent treatment from Wet n Wild. The color that's in here at the bottom is also a pretty close. I really put this in a bad spot. Wow. I don't know how I'm going to twist my wrist for this, but okay. So, hello, awkward. So in the middle here is the swatch for Satin Taupe. On top is the Catrice, My First Copperware Party, and below that is the kind of purpley shade from the silent treatment. Wow, why am I so bad at this? I've been doing YouTube for like over 5 years, and I still haven't figured out like where to put swatches. But anyway, those have been the closest that I've ever found. And I'm always trying to dupe MAC Satin Taupe, especially now that, like I said, I've gone cruelty free. Like, it's really important for me to find a cruelty free alternative because MAC is no longer cruelty free. They were back in the day when I first started buying this, but not anymore. Okay, let's see here. Most underrated. What you hear about the least but love includes singles and palettes. Singles or palettes. Okay. So what I came up with for this are actually these NYX Hot Single Eyeshadows. That's what they're called, Hot Singles Eyeshadows. So these are a line of, I believe they're all matte. You can find these at Ulta, you can find them at Fred Meyer. These are all matte eyeshadow shades, and they're wonderful. I never hear anyone talking about these when it comes to like drugstore eyeshadows, but they're amazing. They blend really beautifully. And there's a huge range of like really neutral, like perfect crease shades that are more cool toned, more neutral tone. There's also lots of really nice warm tones. If you've never taken a look at these Hot Single Eyeshadows from NYX, you need to. They're absolutely wonderful, especially for like matte crease colors. They're amazing. I never hear anyone talking about these. I don't talk about them. I should be talking about them myself. Okay, favorite single eyeshadow. This was a little bit of a toss-up for me because I just told you that I use the Brulee every single day from Wet n Wild. So I feel like that's kind of a given. But I just recently discovered these NARS Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I have Himalaya and I have Dione. And these are amazing, you guys. I love these Dual Intensity eyeshadows. I think that they are the most wonderful, amazing formula for a shimmer eyeshadow that I've ever encountered. They are wonderful. They're so expensive. Oh no, don't go away. My phone just turned off. They're so expensive, but oh my gosh, they are honestly, like, I can't stop using them. I can't. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They are worth investing in. The next time that Sephora has a sale or the NARS website has a sale, just consider getting one because they're so amazing, you guys. I love these eyeshadows. I love them. Okay, favorite cream eyeshadow. My all-time favorite for like a really long time has been Constructivist Paint Pot from MAC. This is just such a beautiful base for any kind of like smoky, taupey eye. This is definitely a little bit more bronze, and it's extremely creamy, and it's the most beautiful bronze shade ever. And like I said, I really like to use this for like underneath taupe eyeshadows. When the taupe goes over top of this bronzy brown shade, it just is like magic. This doesn't crease on me, it doesn't fade, it doesn't melt. It's really, really great, and it, again, makes me sad, like when I run out of this. I'm obviously not going to be able to repurchase it. It's a MAC product, but if you're not cruelty-free and you've never tried Constructivist from MAC, I really highly, highly recommend this cream shadow. It's wonderful, and it's a stay put, I'm going to have to scrub this off later kind of eyeshadow. Favorite neutral eyeshadow. Okay, what did I choose for my neutral eyeshadow? I think I was gonna pick the Brulee because I wanted the Brulee to like have its category, and this kind of won out for favorite single. But Brulee is honestly, like I said, I use it basically every single day. It is a very neutral skin colored shadow, obviously. And even on days where I don't do like makeup per se, I will still put this on my lid to like brighten my lid and just make my eyes look more open, to cover up any potential darkness that I have. It's just so fantastic for the price. Like I said, it's 99 cents and it's something that I reach for constantly. And yeah, this had to win out for me for neutral. I mean, I know there's like a ton of like neutral shadows that I could have chosen, but this is definitely the one that like, it's gonna win all the time. If they ever discontinue this, like I would honestly be the saddest. Favorite colored eyeshadow. What did I pick for that? I think I was gonna do the satin taupe again. I would consider satin taupe a color, and like I said, it's always the one that I'm trying to dupe, and it's just, God, my fingers are getting dirty from all the swatches. It's just, I don't know, it always has been my favorite color, and for some reason, like it just, for years and years and years, this has been my favorite eyeshadow. And like I said, I'm constantly trying to dupe it now, and it's just such a pretty polished color. I can make a really smoky eye with it, or I can tone it down, or just use a little bit in the crease and then do a more neutral lid. It's just very versatile. It is I think this is actually a frost, but I will still use this in my crease, and it just looks really, really pretty. And I don't know, it's definitely just, there it goes. It is one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time, so there it is. Okay, best eyeshadow palette ever. This was really hard for me. So I have my favorite, and then I have a runner-up that I want to mention because I feel like everyone should have this one. But let's talk about what I consider to be my all-time favorite. Now, it's the Lorac Pro palette. This is the one that I always recommend people to get when they are asking me, like, what high-end eyeshadow palette do you think I should invest in? Honestly, like, I really think that the Lorac Pro palettes are wonderful. I have her original Lorac Pro Mega, and I love that. I have the Lorac Pro 2. There's just something about her shadow formulation that I absolutely love and have from the very beginning. I have a lot of her single eyeshadows as well, but I love that you get the row of mattes. I love that you get the row of shimmers. I love that you can do really light eye looks with this, and I love that you can do really dramatic smoky eye looks with this, and everything in between. It just allows you to play with so much, and I love the formula. There's just nothing for me to complain about here. I do wish that I reached more for this, but I have so many palettes. Like, this is why I do the beauty baskets because it just helps me to like go through and use things. And this is honestly the one, every time that I pull it out for a beauty basket, I'm like, I love you. I love you. There is nothing wrong with this palette. I mean, you even have this really nice black and espresso color in here that you can use as liners. Like, they are intense enough and dark enough to use as liners. It's just such a beautiful palette, and I think for the price, it's one of the best ones that you can pick up. Now, my runner-up, and this is one that I purchased this year, it was new from Too Faced, is the Natural Matte palette. I think everybody should own an all matte eyeshadow palette, and I have quite a few in my collections, but I feel like the one that would be the most universal for everybody and like easy to use is this Natural Matte one from Too Faced. It's beautiful. You've got some cool tones in here, you've got some warm tones, you've got some nice neutrals, you've got dark enough shades to do like a smoky eye with, you've got light shades, you've got highlights, you've got blending colors. I just feel like this is really great, and it's also one of the like cheaper, higher end matte eyeshadow palettes out there. I think for the price, this is wonderful, and you know, most people, it will take them, I mean, you could use this every day for a year and probably not finish the whole thing. So I think it's a worthwhile investment, even though these shadows are a little bit smaller. you're gonna get a lot of like mileage out of this one, and so I had to mention it as like a runner-up. But that's it. So let me just make sure my phone turned off again. Yeah, that's it. Those were the 10 questions. Everybody has been tagged already because I'm doing this kind of late, but if you have not done this video, please do it. I've really enjoyed watching other people's answers to this, and yeah, since eyeshadow is my thing, this is definitely the one video that I've seen, when I've seen it in my feed, like whoever did it, I'm like, I gotta watch it. Just to see what other people's choices are. But I'll go ahead and list the questions down below. Let me know in the comments section what your favorite eyeshadow is ever, or like if you can actually remember purchasing your first eyeshadow and what it was. So yeah. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas. Have a great day. Bye.